right, we're here with Nigel. We're at Fisher Kitchens up in Woodside.
Yeah, last time we were here, things look quite different. So we're standing here today in the machining area. So if we just pan around, before, probably about 8 months ago, in here was some old racking with some old storage from the previous landlord. So pretty much underutilised. I think there was a bit of board storage in here. They parked the forklift maybe occasionally. So what they've achieved now is a really cool entrance to board storage area. So the entrance right here means more pack gets dropped off and very short distance to be put away. And still some work to do in labelling and organising for the colour board, but you know, very short distance from coming in and being dropped off. Obviously the next step is you've had the machine put where the mezzanine used to be here. We've now got the CNC at the back of the shop, which achieves a couple of things. One thing was the machine noise before was very close to the showroom, and their clients in, that wasn't always ideal. So the machining noise is now at the back of the shop, plus the dust is far away from the finished goods. But a nice flow again, bring the board pack down, literally 2 or 3 metres. We're right in front of the machine, ready to machine and start edging. Guys done a pretty good job organising the edge seal. What we normally expect is, you know, organise it by colour, by type, rolls laid down flat, you know, everything easy to get, one touch. That's the key. Biggest investment these guys have made recently is the return feed on the expander. So again, some pretty good positioning from a part to part flow perspective. You know, pass them off the CNC, can be hand loaded. There's normally a small trolley between here. Parts that get edged on and back to the return piece, so as operator, I'm just standing in one spot. The only small change we're recommending here is that we make the access point here a little bit wider so we can actually have the trolley right where we need it. But other than that, it's quite a nice flow here. Perfect U-shape, right? Material comes in, put away, down to the machine, back around, ready to go on the car, ready to go through to the assembly area. Few different card iterations here. Guys have been experimenting. You know, I think this was version 1 here, which they've realised is probably a little bit too big. Gets a bit heavy once you try to push this around. Version 2, which is the shorter one, slightly narrower, but they realised that the wheels could have been, these wheels are very hard to get going. So they've got a newer wheel that's a bit bigger with a neoprene, instead of a nylon, neoprene wheel, which again works a lot better on these kind of floors. So anyone building trolleys, don't go for the small, hard nylon wheel. Don't tend to work well under load. Get jammed really easily as well. But experimenting, some good trolley design concepts here. Obviously, the one thing that we need to think about here is like how many trolleys should be here. Where's the footprints on the ground so we know where they live. But all good work in progress. As we come through here, this is a bit of an overhang from before the factory move, so this is something that will be got rid of eventually. As you can see, anything with a flat area quickly becomes an area to leave things. So these parts should really all be in the trolley. Alright, so as we move through, what used to be here before was the edge bander. So the edge bander used to be in this section, panel store, and there's no real layout, you know, in the middle of the shed. Pretty much a lot of boards stored here, a lot of off-cuts stored here. Now we have a standardised workbench, so 4 workbenches are similar design. We've got a nice back wall with everything the guys need here at point of use, but again, it's only version 1. We've done a walkthrough with the team today. There's already some improvements around things that can be located. A good example is the brooms on the back wall. You know, great that the brooms are up there, perfect, but unfortunately all the brooms are there, so we don't have a broom by the machining area for when the guy needs it. So he's going to have to walk a bit far, grab the broom and use it and put it back. So just a simple change though, you know, grab one of the brooms, reposition it where it's needed. Okay. Now, you can purchase good improvements. A good one here is the shipping bin. This is something I think, yeah, the purchase from Verdex. So, you know, again, you just slide the scraps off they've got one on the CNC as well. This can be taken to the wheelie bin outside on the forklift, and safety hook to allow it to tip, right? So again, no lifting heavy parts into the bin, it's all taken away at the end of the day with the forklift or when it's full. So a good little off-the-shelf unit. Anyone wants to know about those, give Braden a call. We can give you the pricing. All right, so we talked about a number of changes in this area. One is that, right now the guys are carrying the cabinets when they come to the bench, carrying them through to the next shed for set out or for dispatch. Obviously, what would work better is with some kind of skid system or pallet on wheels, so the cabinets can be brought off and just pushed next door, or 3 or 4 cabinets moved in one time. Right now, the guys are doing a lot of back and forth between this shed and the dispatch shed. Okay, so we're coming into the third shed now, third part of the shed. So this is primarily used as set out at the moment. Right now the guys set out the whole kitchen, but we had a good discussion today about how we could reduce that requirement. So obviously a lot of labour time and labour hours is spent here. And if you're not really finding any troubles or any problems in your assembly or machining processes, then we've got to start to challenge why we're setting out, right? Certain things might need it, like certain kitchen hardware or stove tops or range hoods or even appliances, but simple base runs, simple tool cabinets. If you're not finding any issues with these cabinets, they're going together well. The advice is, we don't need to set those out. They should come off the bench, onto a skid and ready to go to site. We know that's an overhang from the old days where we used to panel saw to cut everything. We've got CNCs now. These are super accurate. We trust the drafting process. The drafting process is validated as good. We're finding no drafting issues here, no assembly issues. We're not going to find anything else that we're going to see at site, so we should just wrap it and pack it ready to go. All right, other opportunities up the front here, obviously creating a good dispatch footprint, so we're clear on what's going to go out, and reducing the size of the set out area so we have more space to operate in. The last thing is obviously at the very end of the shop here you can see a whiteboard. That will become a team morning meeting place where we can talk about the plan for the day. Probably to have a quick look at the tools that go to site. Pretty well organised. This is all the site tooling. The guys need blankets, site shop tools, levels. But obviously, stage 1 of 5S is sort. That's what's been done here. All the necessary things to go to site are arranged here, but we need to do set and shine, right? So if I take away, the vacuum cleaner, no one new or someone coming back from the site wouldn't know that the vacuum cleaner is missing. So having these cubby holes labelled with what goes in there makes it very easy when people do come back. They know exactly where things get put away. Plus, if anything's been left at site or missing, we're going to discover it straight away. So some great work here at Fisher Kitchens, but obviously like everything, there's always more to do, and it's an ongoing challenge. Really excited to help the guys with the flow, getting the trolley system working better, and looking at the quality around set out to see if we can get this reduced. So more exciting, good things to come.